Hello again, I am Blunty. This is the Oculus Quest, and it has to date been my recommendation for just your average consumer level VR PC kit because it works extremely well. You can use it in its standalone mode because it's got basically a smartphone brains inside there, so it works completely separately for a computer, but you can also hook it up to the computer and use it as a standard VR headset for Steam VR and Oculus software itself and everything. So, you know, it's a middle-of-the-road kind of experience as far as VR goes, but its flexibility, its utility, and its ability to be used wireless with a PC as well to free you up from the cable, it just represents a very intriguing and very useful way to get into VR. But now we have this, which is the Quest 2, which improves on the Quest in several important ways. It does also heralds something very, very disturbing about the Quest line of VR units and Oculus in general, but we'll get into that a little bit later. But firstly, as we unbox this thing, let's just get the plastic off first, we're going to talk about some of the differences that have changed between this and the previous model. Number one, it's actually cheaper. It's more powerful, of course. They put a more updated chip in there. Even when this first launched, it was kind of an outdated chip that they put in there, an old smartphone chip, just to sort of help make it cheaper. But now they've upgraded that. It's gone from a Qualcomm Snapdragon 835 to a Qualcomm Snapdragon XR2, significantly more powerful. 6 gigs of RAM instead of the 4. Local storage space is actually the same. And although by default, it has a 72 Hertz display refresh, which is not my favorite thing about the Quest, because ideally you want sort of 90 for the best VR experience, but 72 was enough. This can do 90 though, just not by default and not at launch. They are going to include that in a upgraded firmware down the line apparently, although apparently there is a hacky way to do it right now. They've also made it even lighter. The original model was 571 grams, this one 503 grams. The screens, of course, have been upgraded to 1440 by 1600 in the original model, 1832 by 1920 in this model. And like I said before, it's actually $100 cheaper than the original as well. And something I haven't checked, but I'm told that the lenses inside here are sort of the same shape and everything, so the actual little lenses I got here, these are prescription lenses, so I don't have to wear my glasses inside VR. If you want to see a video review on these, I'll link it in the down below and at the end of the video and such, but yeah, apparently these will fit too, so we'll just put those aside for now. But yeah, if you did buy prescription lenses for your original Quest, apparently they still work on this guy as well. And yeah, immediately on picking up, it is noticeably lighter. Like on paper, you know, it's like 70 odd grams. In the hand, oh, you can really tell. And it's also significantly smaller as well. I mean, not hugely, but just the way it feels in the hand, you can just, nope. Okay, one of my prescription lenses just fell behind the desk back there. Fantastic. Right, so let's peel these off. Yoink, yoink. So yeah, there we go. We'll get rid of that. So one of the downgrades they've given us is, as you can see, it's got a floppy elastic strap, not too dissimilar from the one in the Oculus Go, as a matter of fact, which has now been discontinued, whereas the original one had a more rigid, sort of plasticky, rubbery strap. It wasn't sort of elastic. I quite like this, and as you can see, it was spring-loaded in the arms there. They've changed that for this, which helps make it lighter. Helps make it more travel-friendly, of course, because it can pick up lighter, but I did also get the extra Pro strap. What do they call it? Hang on a sec. There we go. Sorry, the Elite strap. We'll have a look at that in just a second, but that is a more rigid, more robust strap, and I'll be putting that on because, quite frankly, I don't travel with my Quest, so I don't really care about this sort of super lightweight, elasticy one. But yeah, this should pop straight off in theory, but we'll have a look at that in a second. So yeah, aside from that, everything is kind of very similar. It's inside-out tracking, so it's got cameras here, 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 and here, which track your movement by scanning the room, basically, and the extracts the controller that way as well. On the original Quest, I found it to work surprisingly well. Fantastic, in fact. So this is a little spacer, so if you are wearing glasses inside your VR, you can use this spacer to help give you a little extra room. And the controllers, while they feel and look very, very similar, they've apparently had a significant upgrade as well. So we've got a bigger sort of surface area here, so somewhere to rest your thumb, which is quite nice. But yeah, thumbstick feels pretty much identical. Buttons, I think they're slightly bigger on this end, but they feel sort of pretty much identical. And they've moved the Oculus button sort of over to this side instead of underneath there, which I think ergonomically should be fine. But yeah, these controllers, you know, they feel pretty damn close. One of the big upgrades apparently is they're fixed. Yeah, there we go. One of the problems with the original controllers is the battery doors. They're kind of held on by my little aftermarket straps here. Review of those in the down below as well, I guess. But yeah, the original doors were held on sort of magnetically, which when you were gripping them, sometimes they would sort of slide off in the palm of your hand. Some people had more problems with that than I did. Hello, camera, focus, thank you. I didn't have much problem with that, but I know that was a big issue for a lot of people. So changing the new controllers over to a more traditional sort of snap-in thing is quite nice. So batteries pre-installed. We'll just remove that little plastic isolator there. And we should be good to go. So there we are. Now, the issue I was talking about before that sort of starts coming in with this, if you are new to Oculus, you are going to be forced to sign up with a Facebook account. And if you've followed me for long enough, you know I do not agree with that. I hate Facebook with a fiery passion. I've avoided Facebook products as much as possible at every turn. As a matter of fact, I deleted my Instagram account the very day they announced they bought out Instagram. The only exception I ever made to buying a Facebook product was, in fact, the Oculus products, because Palmer Luckey, the founder of Oculus, when he sold to Facebook, he came out and he made a statement. He promised people, point blank, again and again, he promised people, you will not ever need to use a Facebook account to use the Oculus services. That's what he said. And he said that after checking with Facebook. Before he made that statement, he went to Facebook and said, can I promise people this? And they said, yes, you can promise people that. But now he's left the company and Facebook, well, fuck him. We're going to force people to use Facebook accounts now, which I'm really pissy about. Fortunately for me, I don't have a Facebook account with this. I've got an original Oculus account still, which I still can use apparently until February 2022, I think. Either way, I'll put it on the screen. But yeah, by the time that I'm going to be forced to use a Facebook account, these will be obsolete and I'll have something better anyway. So for brand new buyers, I cannot recommend this because they force you to use a Facebook account, and I don't think anybody should be using Facebook. But if you are an existing Oculus user, this apparently is a nice little upgrade. And I will be doing a full and complete review of this, of course. So if you have questions, if you're thinking about upgrading, if there's something specific you want me to check, please let me know in the down below area and I will do that. So let's put this aside for the moment. Yoink. And we'll have a look at this. So this is the Elite strap. I think I've got some tape over here. We'll slice through that. Have some on the bottom as well. Sure do. Slice a Rooney. So yeah, this, they've got two versions of this. I've got the standard version of this. There's also a version of this which is very, very similar, except that it also has a bonus battery pack sort of mounted on the back part here as well, which just has a cable that goes and plugs into the USB there. I don't use my Oculus Pure Wireless that often, and if I do, it's for generally short sessions. I use it more often when I'm hooked up to the computer or sitting down or something, so the power issue is not a big deal for me, because when I do use it Pure Wireless, it's not for more than an hour or two at a time anyway, so I'm not worried about that. So I just went for the comfort strap. So here's what we've got here. What do we got? User guide, nothing else. Anything else? Nope. So there we go. And as you can see, this is a lot more robust and probably a lot more comfortable than the straps here, because you have a big sort of soft shell to go around the base of your skull there. This is all rigid, and a little elastic strap to go on top of your head there, the adjustable strap. And at the back you've got a ratcheting fit, so you can just sort of ratchet that to the back of your head. And to fit it, let's have a look here. These should, in theory, yep, there we go, just pop off with a little bit of doobly-doo there. And off with this. I will put this back on to test comfort. Actually, I think we have to take this out before we do that, don't we? Yeah, we do. There we go. Yoink. So these will just snap on right here. Probably front first. Come on. Yeah. Come on. I know you want to go in there. There it goes. So once they're on there, they should be fairly secure. It's just a little bit fiddly to get on there in the first place, it seems. Come on. Snap in for me. Ah, there we go. So yeah, that already feels much more robust. Oh God, it's all sticking to itself now. And we'll just slide that through there. Now we have the head part as well. So yeah, very, very simple to fit, even without reading the instructions. Hello, focus. Hi. Do me a favor here. No? Okay. I'll tell you what, I'll just hold it. Okay. The camera is just arguing with me at this point. Anyway, there you go. So yeah, I will be doing a review of the strap and of this, and of course the unit itself. So if there is anything you want me to try, to know, to experiment with, to test, do let me know in the down below area. I just wanted to do a quick and dirty little unboxing for you because, quite frankly, the video I wanted to do today, I couldn't record because there was a tremendous amount of road noise this morning. And they've gone quiet for the moment, so I thought I'd take my chances, roll the dice, and do a little unboxing. There we go. Oh, I guess before we go, there is one more thing to test. I just retrieved my lost lens from behind my desk. Oh, spiderwebs back there. I need to clean. So let's pop the other one out. Should just pop free because I just pressure fit. Now, in theory, they should snap directly over the existing lenses. And sure enough, they absolutely do. Excellent. So yeah, in case you're wondering, prescription lenses for your original will indeed fit the new one. Thank you very much for watching. I am Blondie. Thank you as always to the patrons scrolling by up above there. Sorry, I'm a little out of breath because I had to scrounge around underneath my desk. It's cramped and annoying and I had to, well, you know, whatever. Thanks, patrons.